A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Mexico City. In a groundbreaking event for the nation, Mexico held its first ever judicial elections on Sunday, a move that has sparked both excitement and skepticism among the populace. As the polls closed and the colored ballots were counted, the nation held its breath, eager to see how this unprecedented event would reshape the judiciary. The Electoral Authority reported a turnout of only 13% from Mexico's 100 million registered voters, a stark contrast to the 60% turnout seen during last year's presidential elections. Despite the low turnout, President Claudia Sheinbaum hailed the event as a complete success, asserting that it marked a significant step towards enhancing democracy in Mexico. Mexico is the most democratic country in the world, she proclaimed, dismissing criticisms regarding the legitimacy of the elections. Experts had anticipated a low voter turnout, attributing it to the complex process and the unfamiliarity of voting for judges. Many voters expressed confusion and apathy, feeling disillusioned by decades of corruption and a lack of clear information about the candidates. Raul Bernal, a 50-year-old factory worker, voiced his indifference, stating, "I'm not interested in voting. Parties and their messages, they come and they go. It's all the same." The judicial elections are a result of a significant overhaul of the court system, initiated by the ruling party, Morena, last year. Critics argue that this reform is an attempt to consolidate power and control over the judiciary, which has historically acted as a counterbalance to the executive branch. Lawrence Patton, director of the legal organization Judicial, noted, "It's an effort to control the court system, which has been a sort of thorn in the side of those in power." Rather than appointing judges based on merit, voters were tasked with selecting from approximately 7,700 candidates vying for over 2,600 judicial positions. Some voting centers reported only a trickle of voters throughout the day. Esteban Hernandez, a 31-year-old veterinary student, expressed his reluctance to participate in the election but felt compelled to vote, believing that his vote would carry more weight due to the low turnout. Many voters struggled to navigate the extensive list of candidates, with some opting to only vote for the Supreme Court and other high-ranking positions. Former President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, who championed the judicial reform, cast his vote in Chiapas, emphasizing the historic nature of the elections. "Never in the history of our country have the people decided and had the right to elect judges," he stated. However, the elections have not been without controversy. Civil society organizations, including defense sources, raised alarms about the backgrounds of certain candidates, including lawyers linked to notorious cartel leaders and individuals with corruption scandals in their past. Critics like Martha Tamayo questioned the potential for increased criminal influence over the judiciary, stating, "The influence of criminal groups already exists." The voting process itself has been criticized for being hastily organized, leaving many voters confused and uninformed. Candidates were not permitted to openly campaign or disclose their party affiliations, further complicating the decision-making process for voters. Despite the chaos, some voters expressed support for the reform, with actor Manuel José Contreras stating, "The reform has its problems, but we needed an urgent change. You have to start with something." As the country awaits the final results, the future of Mexico's judiciary hangs in the balance, leaving many to wonder whether this new electoral process will lead to a more just system or exacerbate existing issues. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.